So welcome to the Parkinson's Foundation's Mindfulness Monday. My name is Crista Ellis, and I am the Community Program Manager that serves the Florida chapter with the Parkinson's Foundation. Just a few things to note before we get started. Everyone will be muted for the duration of today's session. Just allows us to have a nice, clean and clear, crisp session without any more distractions than we already have, right? You can choose to be on camera or not. I do encourage you guys, show us your face if you're comfortable with it. Use the chat. So you'll see that the chat is quite active. Share thoughts, questions, comments. I do go through that chat all throughout our time together. So if you have something to share, please feel free to share it. If you know of someone who may not have a computer but might find this program useful, please share that we do have a call-in option. So one of our foundation staff members could call this person at the time of our program and they could listen to the guided meditation through the phone. Our next session, of course, will be December 6th, next Monday. We're going to be talking about positive mindfulness. This Wellness Wednesday, we will be having our expert briefing. So as Parkinson's disease progresses, it is common to experience changes in skin and bone health. Weakened skeletal and bone health can increase risk of falls and balance issues. Changes in the skin or trouble with excessive sweating are also common symptoms of Parkinson's disease. Recent studies have shown an increased prevalence of skin cancer among people with Parkinson's disease. So if you're interested in learning about the changes in skin and bone health, join us for this Wellness Wednesday's expert briefing, the Skinny on Skin and Bone Health in Parkinson's. The Parkinson's Foundation staff and volunteers are working to make life better for people with Parkinson's disease. It is our mission. We pursue our mission through three goals: by improving care for everyone with Parkinson's, advancing research toward a cure, and empowering and educating our global Parkinson's community. If you have a question or are looking for some support or resources around Parkinson's disease, you can visit our webpage at parkinson.org or call our helpline at 1-800-4PD-INFO. It is staffed by bilingual Parkinson's specialists, English and Spanish. If you prefer to write, feel free to email us at helpline@parkinson.org. Perfect. So today we're going to be practicing together in a little bit of a different format. I wanted to change things up a little bit. We all like a little change of pace sometimes. So I'm bringing a special guest, Dr. Nico Hase of Oregon. Nico has his PhD in counseling psychology and is a leading expert in the field and practice of meditation. Some of you might remember him as Craig Hase in our earlier years of mindfulness. He recently changed his name and he's going to be joining us through a recorded session, and he's going to guide us through a mindful awareness of joy for ourselves. So Jen, if we could start that and we'll practice together.
Today, I would like to talk about joy. One of my favorite topics, one of my favorite meditations, because I think if there's any one thing that many of us could use more of in our lives, it is joy. And a lot of that has to do with the external circumstances of our modern and postmodern world. And another reason that many of us can use a little more joy is because of what's called negativity bias. So, negativity bias is this very human, seemingly universal, that is cross-cultural tendency that many of us have, most of us, in fact, to see the world in more negative terms than it actually is, right? So what basically happens is that our perception scans the environment for what is difficult, for what is unsafe for the things that might go wrong or that are going wrong. Now, of course, in some sense, there's nothing wrong with this. A lot of evolutionary psychologists, in fact, will tell us that this negativity bias developed a long, long time ago, hundreds of thousands of years ago, in an ancestral environment that was inherently physically dangerous. And so, as humans, we actually developed a whole nervous system and a perceptual system that is scanning at all times for threat, for things that might be a problem to us. Now, the difference between the ancestral environment and our current modern environment for most of us is that in the ancestral environment, the threats were obvious. You saw a saber-toothed tiger a few hundred yards away, and your whole system got activated. And you knew it was time to act, right? Band together and fight, or get out of there, or freeze and hide. You knew it was time to act because there was a threat. Then the threat went away and the whole system could calm down. But in our environment, where we have constant 24-hour news cycle, information streaming into our eyes from our phones and our tablets and our computers and our newspapers and our everything, it's so overwhelming sometimes. It's almost as if the threat, the feeling of a low level anxiety never quite goes away. And so it is triggering this negativity bias in little ways again and again and again and again until we start to forget all of the really joyful things that are happening already in our lives. And so, this joy meditation that we're going to do today is not about thinking about what could be and taking joy in that. It's just about reorienting our attention, turning our attention to what is already here, turning our attention to what is already good, what's going well, and then wishing for ourselves, may it continue. And the phrase that we often use for this joy meditation is, may my many blessings continue. And next week, we'll do the same joy meditation for others. And in that case, the phrase simply becomes, may your many blessings continue. So, as always, it's nice to talk about meditation, but it's even better to do some. So let's find a nice, comfortable position. You can kind of settle in your chair, in your couch. Nice to have a little bit of an upright posture so you feel awake and alert. But more importantly is to feel relaxed so you can close your eyes and just drop your shoulders. Let your arms release and allow a warm awareness to begin to gather and settle in your body. I always like to just start our meditations feeling the body. What is here? What is alive now? Knowing all of the sensations, the sensorium that flickers through your awareness. Maybe the little aches and pains that we all have, that you might have in your body. maybe a tremor, maybe some unnamed discomfort. You can just welcome it in. Oh, yeah, that's not so pleasant, maybe not so nice, but it's here. This is what's here. Also, maybe noticing parts of your body that feel good or parts of your body that feel neutral. Yeah, right? Maybe my feet feel pretty okay today. Finding a part of the body that feels kind of pleasant, noticing that. And maybe we'll bring this warm awareness into your heart. Feel your heart, the physical sensations of your heart, and the emotions. Just putting out the welcome mat, welcoming in whatever is here, whatever emotion might be rising up for you, hanging around for you. Sometimes it's just a subtle atmosphere. It's welcome here. You are welcome. All of you. You're welcome here. And now maybe allowing your mind to play. Let your mind start to think of what is basically okay in your life. And these can be the smallest things. It doesn't have to be big events like the birth of a grandchild, although that's wonderful. It can just be, I'm breathing right now. Or I have a kind caretaker. Or I like the color of my kitchen wall. And each time you think of a new thing that's basically okay, you could just say to yourself, may my many blessings continue. So maybe it's a sunny day. May my many blessings continue. Or maybe it's raining and your garden is getting some water that it needs. May my many blessings continue. Or maybe you got to talk to a family member on the phone this week. May my many blessings continue. Whatever it is, you can be, you can be creative, you can be specific. Oh, I love my dog. May my many blessings continue. All of the little blessings, all of the little things that are conspiring to make your life a little better, filled with these infinitesimally small goodnesses, forming a web of support, keeping you alive and engaged. May my many blessings continue. Just letting your mind play, letting your mind think of things from the past, things from the distant past, things from the present. May my many blessings continue. We'll just do this in silence for a little less than a minute, letting your mind play, letting your mind find all of the blessings. Very nice. So now you could take a couple of deep breaths. Let it out. Let the body stretch and move. Open your eyes. How was that? So, as with every meditation, we're just cultivating an attitude here, cultivating a kind of view, noticing what's going well, right? Because isn't it true that for many of us, much of the time, the mind is gnawing on something that's not going that well? We're scanning the horizon for what might not go well in the future. So in this meditation, we're just reversing that very, very gently. It's not a demand. Just saying, hey, hello, mind. Just look at this. Look at what's good. See what's good. And then wish, may my many blessings continue. Whatever comes up is welcome. Sometimes it feels good. Sometimes it feels bad. And we just have awareness that can hold everything. Thank you very much. It's wonderful to spend time with you. And the next session, we'll do together this joy meditation, cultivating joy for everybody else. So today we did it for ourselves. Next time, for everybody else. Until then, I wish you well, and may your many blessings continue.
That was nice. Thank you, Nico. Really appreciate your guidance today. I'm curious if you guys would like to share in the chat some of the things that you might have thought of during our meditation. One of the blessings that you thought of. I immediately thought of my bed. I'm very grateful to have a comfortable bed. May my blessings continue. Family, Jim and Bobby say family. Absolutely. I have warm socks. It's like 60 degrees here in Florida, and I am wearing wool socks. Let's see, what are we writing in here, guys? My dog. Absolutely, Felicia. Yes, wonderful caregivers, loving partner, the tree outside my window. Oh, I love that so much, Charlene. Thank you for sharing. My beautiful amaryllis bulb growing on my desk. Oh, yes. All the gifts and celebrating of my continued blessings for my birthday in advanced age. Thank you, Annie. Yes. Yes, Lynn says, thank you. So many blessings that we take for granted. Today was a good reminder not to forget them. It's the small things, right? Our minds have this complex of sticking and holding on to what he was referring to as negativity bias. And so it's important for us in the few moments that we have together to just be reminded of the very, very many blessings that surround us. The seat beneath you, the warmth of your home, the sunshine, right? The ability to connect, all these blessings. Yes, that's perfect, Helen. Christmas cactus, my friends. Annette says I'm frozen. It could be your Wi-Fi, Annette. Beautiful. So grateful that you guys are sharing some of your blessings with us. All right. We have a few minutes to spare, but I will let you guys enjoy the many blessings that surround you. And I wish you all a beautiful start to your December. And I'll see you guys next Monday. Happy December.